71 adjournments. Yes, you heard that right. 71 adjournments, and now yet again the Supreme Court has pushed the hearing on non-functional financial upgradation NFFU for the Defence Forces to September 17, 2025. Even this new date is dangling under the possibility of another casual adjournment. Namaskar, welcome to the Global Eye. You are with me, Mosmi, on the Chief Editor's Exclusive. Today I'm here to answer a few questions that many people have been asking me. Why are you standing for the Defence Forces on the issue of NFFU? To those who doubt my intentions, to those who label me as anti-government, let me be very, very clear. I'm proud of my nation. I'm proud of our defense forces. And yes, I'm proud of our government. Because today, India is standing tall against foreign threats. Today, India is emerging as a rising global power. But let us also remember, while you sip your tea in the comfort of your home, somewhere a soldier is standing in Siachen at minus 40 degrees. While you sleep in peace, someone is patrolling the borders in darkness and taking major decisions, uncertain whether the next minute will bring a bullet, a blast, or a blizzard. The sacrifices never pause. The duties are never adjourned. Then why should their rights be endlessly adjourned in the name of procedure? Pride in a nation does not mean silence on injustice. A true democracy is not just about clapping for achievements. It is also about raising a voice where fairness is being denied. And the rights of our soldiers, the men and women who sacrifice everything for the nation, must not remain neglected. Some voices must reach the government, not to weaken it, not to oppose it, but to strengthen it by reminding the system of those who stand guard for all of us. Pause for a moment. I request you, pause for a moment and ask yourself if the matter of dogs' rights could be resolved in just 10 days, dogs' rights resolved in just 10 days. Why are the rights of our soldiers hanging into limbo for more than a decade? Why do bureaucrats need NFFU? Why do IAS, IPS, IFS, railways, engineers, all Group A services automatically enjoy the financial upgrade when their batchmates move up? And if all of them get it, then why not the armed forces, or rather the defense forces? If an officer is superseded at the rank of lieutenant colonel or colonel, does the army stop sending them to the front lines? Or let me simplify. Are they not sent to the field postings or denied of their duties? Do hardships and risks vanish because their promotion stalled? Didn't they spend their best years in IC post and Siachen or in dense forest battling insurgency? Didn't many of them damage their health forever, breathing thin air at 18,000 feet, enduring months of family separation and facing dangers that bureaucrats never even imagine? Then why is the nation so silent when it comes to their dues? The soldier, the defense forces, do not choose comfort. They walk into floodwaters when cities drown, they clear landslides when highways vanish, they trek through blizzards, cross rivers, face enemy fire, take major decisions, all not for applause, not for money, but because the nation needs them. Yet when it comes to recognition and fairness, this very nation looks the other way. Why does a society mobilize and march in the streets for the rights of the animals? I appreciate. But remain mute for the rights of its defenders. Why does the Supreme Court respond swiftly to public outrage for every other cause but drag its feet endlessly when it comes to the defense forces' dignity? Let's be very clear. All organized Group A services enjoy NFFU. IAS, IPS, IFS, railways, engineering cadres, everyone gets it. They don't need to fight for it, it is automatic. But the Indian Army, Navy, and Air Force, despite being Group A gazetted officers, despite being the first line of national survival, are denied it. Why does discrimination? Why does injustice? Every adjournment is not just a delay. It's a message to the soldier that his sacrifice is worth less than that of a bureaucrat. And today, the question is not whether the Supreme Court will hear the case on September 17 or adjourn it again. The real question is, will the nation ever rise for its soldiers the way it rises for every other cause? Or will we continue to take their sacrifices for granted? Because the truth is, our defense forces never adjourn their duty. Then why is justice for them endlessly adjourned? Think about it. For more updates and deep insights, keep watching The Global Eye.